What up? What up? What up? Y'all want some money to win? Come on in. It was Christmas yesterday. We got the Eagles game 1 o'clock. Let's go.
Come on, man.
All right, dog.
Yo, MoneyPot about to start.
I know, I'm coming, man.
Yeah, grab your notepad, man, for real.
All right, dog, fuck it, man. Come on.
Yeah, man, they be spitting shit, man.
True.
Yeah.
Sorry, dog. Let's go.
MoneyPot, money talk. All they do is talk facts. Bird gang. All they do is talk stacks. 360 on the new view. Go run, tell the ad. 40-yard dash time. Moss Money Podcast time. S.co headline.
And we are live. Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of MoneyPot Podcast. I'm your guy. I'm your homie. I'm your host, Moss Money. And I'm just bringing the energy up, right? It was Christmas yesterday. Happy holidays to everybody and anybody who celebrate Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, all that good stuff, man. I hope y'all got everything y'all wish for and then some. But today is the day. Today is the day that we really get some Christmas presents. And the Philadelphia Eagles will go against the Giants today at 1 o'clock. Let's go, man. We had some great plays last week. 5-0. 5-0 in the last 2 weeks and giving live plays, live teaser picks. Me and my homie, the boys got the day off. You just got me. It's just me today. It's a little bit of solo talk. So let's rock out. Let's get it going. Let's get it popping. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all the above, hit that like button. Hit that share button. Share it out, man. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Maybe some of y'all sleeping in because y'all had too much of that spiked eggnog. I know I was on my Jack and Coke last night, but I'm up and I'm live and I'm ready to give y'all the plays because that's what we do here at MoneyPot Podcast on the A2D network. Let's go. Poll question of the day. It's a great fucking question. Great question. Are the Eagles the biggest threat in the NFC playoffs? Agree to disagree? Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, all the above, Twitter. Let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all really think? Now, take the fanboy out, right? And girls, try to take the fanboy out of it and think about it for a second. Think about how the dominoes are falling. Let's go through. Our biggest contenders are the Vikings, the Saints, and if I bring it up real quick here, let me see. Our standings, playoff picture. We got the Niners. So those are who have made it, right? But if we look at the wild card right now, it's the Saints and Washington football team in Atlanta. They suck. So who cares about them, right? So we're trying to look at seeding. Green Bay pulled out a big win yesterday, right? It starts to separate them for them to get home advantage. Beating Green Bay is going to be tough. But right now, say the Vikings don't get in and we get in at number 7. We talked about this on Wednesday. We would play Dallas twice, right? We play them week 18, and we would play them at the end in the first round of the playoffs. Love it. Bring on all that smoke. People don't want to play. I always want to play Dallas, especially when something on the line. Come on, man. You already know how it go. But it would be us versus Dallas, right? So say that happens. We beat Dallas in Dallas. Give them that work. And then I think the Niners could upset the Rams. And then you got Tampa and the Cardinals, which even though Tampa's hobbled, I think Tampa gets past Arizona there. So it's us versus Tampa and then the Rams versus Arizona. And if Tampa stays as banged up as they are, which it looks like they will be, don't you think we can run down Tampa? Right? How great would it feel to beat Tom again? And I'm a big Tom Brady fan, but it would feel so good to beat Tom again because he hates losing. And then he hates losing twice to people, especially when something on the line. I would love to beat Tom again. Right? So there you go. And then we face the winner of the Rams and the Dallas game. No, I'm sorry, the Rams and if we beat, I lost my train of thought. But there's a way that we could get to I'm talking too much here. NFC? NFC Championship? Could we get there? I know. I'm out of I talk reckless. But when I talk reckless, shit kind of happens. And nobody wants to play this team. So for me, I actually agree to the poll. The Eagles are the biggest threat in the NFC playoffs because I have a great feeling that they're going to get in the playoffs, but they are the biggest threat to get into the NFC playoffs, without a doubt. Why? Because you don't want to face a team who can run the ball 30 to 35 times and produce. You don't want to see that in 20-degree weather. Trust me, I know, right? You don't want to see that at all. You don't want to see Jordan Howard running the ball fourth quarter and just rocking down the lane, right? Pause. But you get my drift. You don't want to see that smoke right now. So they're running 175 yards a game. But first things first, not to let jump too much ahead. I love jumping ahead. But first things first, we got to get the win today. So Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all the above. Let me know what you think. Agree to disagree. The Eagles are the biggest threat in the NFC playoffs that we can see coming because everybody else is banged up. We're actually kind of healthy if you think about it. I mean, Brandon Brooks has been out for the longest, but all our guys, I mean, I know Malata had that little ankle injury. I heard he tweaked. Short week on Tuesday. Turnaround is crazy. Got to play Sunday. You're favored by 10. Third game in a row that's your favorite by 10, and we'll get into it more as we get into the games. But, yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about that. Let's check out the comments. Yo, man, what's going on, everybody? I want to put money on the – man, don't come in here with that smoke, dog. Don't come in here with that. I want to put money on the Eagles by filling the gems. Man, get it. I ain't going to answer that, man. Get out of here, man. Jake, what's up, baby? Merry Christmas, man. Yes, sir. Let's get this money, man, as always. I don't know about the biggest, but I promise that no one wants to play us. But that's what I'm saying, Epic Eagle. That's what I'm saying. That, to me, that makes you the most dangerous. That makes you, if people fear to play you, you know what I mean? Who are you scared to play in the playoffs right now? Who's the hottest team in the NFC in the NFC division right now? You can make a case for Green Bay, but they never lost that stride, right? But if you watch that Cleveland game, what did Cleveland do well against Green Bay? Chubb was running right down their throat. The little jet sweeps, just using Chubb in every way possible to move the ball. Baker doesn't throw 4 picks, they win that game. Shit, Baker doesn't throw 3 picks, they win that game. That was a very close game. So when you think about it, this is what I'm saying, and you're almost agreeing with me, and you're making my case easy for me. Nobody wants to play the Eagles in the playoffs. Nobody. Eagles are the biggest threat because of our rushing tough to tackle in the cold. Birds got a shot for an upset or two. I believe it, baby. Let's speak it into existence, right? Let's keep talking about it. Let's keep manifesting. Let's go. Gannon scares nobody. Yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough with Gannon. But if you look at their matchups, football is all about matchups, right? And then obviously it's about scheme and stuff like that. But to me, it's about matchups. And on the defensive side of the ball, I think the biggest thing for them is Singleton is playing better. The middle linebacker is playing a lot better. He is, I think he's garbage. But if you watched him the last couple games, he got his ass benched, as he should have. But he's come back and he's made a couple big plays. Now, can he do those in big moments? Don't know yet. But we're going to find out, right? We're definitely going to find out. Jalen Hurts will hurt the Eagles in the playoffs and defense. We'll see. He made the Pro Bowl, so you ain't hearing him that much, right? BD, what's up, man? Merry Christmas, bro. I don't see the Eagles getting far in the playoffs if they even get there. They will. Come on, man. You got to speak it into existence. No. Don't be that negative guy. Don't be that guy up here. And we got another greet to the pro, man. What's up, bro? What's up, Rick? I agree to the pro. I think Philly will get in. Snowguard squeaking, the kicking in the door, win or lose, it'll be a dogfight, and Murray get there. Just remember, everybody, all you got to do is get to the dance, right? This ain't like basketball. This ain't like baseball or hockey where, upsets do kind of come in those spots, in those places, but not really. This is one game any given Sunday. You show up and you play well, you got a good chance of winning the game. Right? It's 0-0. This is not multiple games in series of games. It's one game, right? So if you don't put on your best foot forward, you don't put on your cleats and tie them up and lace them up and get them ready to rock and roll, yo, man, you're out of there. And it's all it takes. And it's all it takes, man. So I'm hoping that we get there. I'm hoping that the matchup speaks a little bit better. But no, right now, all these teams have been trained to defend the pass. That's why you see, you have almost 3 quality starting corners because the slot has become such a great asset to offenses in the schemes that they do with 3 wides and 4 wides. But ain't nobody ready to line up double tight, right? We don't even see a fullback anymore. But nobody want to see that. You know what I mean? I really want Dallas in Week 18. Would love to beat them there for sure. Beating Dallas is always a good day. You know what I mean? Hurt needs to be average. The loss in Philly killed today. Yeah, Rob, I agree, man. He had a bad game, and I think it's because they're a good rushing defense, right? They're a good rushing defense. So Hurts is going to have to show a little bit. Can he get the momentum going? Played well last week. Had a couple questionable balls. Placement was a little bit questionable, but when he wanted a spot, he hit his spot, right? He had a couple great balls yesterday. So we'll see. We'll see what's up, man. So keep the comments coming in. I'll circle back to them, but let's get to where y'all here, man. Let's see if we can win some of that iPad money you brought your kid, because I know I did, right? I need some of that cash back, or that PlayStation 5 you found. We need some of that money back, man. Like I said, 5-0 in the last 2 weeks on our live teaser bets, not the membership plays, but the live teaser bets. So speaking of that, let me see if I get my little banner up, man. Let me get my little banner up. There we go. Become a member. Only $9.99 a month. Appearance on shows, members only streams, shout outs, and of course, weekly sports bits from your boys, MoneyPot Podcast and the homie Willie Vegas. If you're in the Fantasy Football Championship, let's get Willie Vegas on the line here, man. Let's go. Y'all might need some help. Y'all probably already know where y'all stand in terms of that, but at the same time, always good to hear another set of eyes to make sure to validate what you're looking at and what you're seeing. So make sure you become a member. Only $9.99 a month. Go to the A2D YouTube, hit the join button, get the picks. $1,000 weekends, B. Anybody who's been a member will validate. No bullshit. $9.99 a month, $1,000 weekends. And I'm not talking about like, oh, just once in a blue moon. Back to back to back. Not saying we don't lose, because we do, for sure. But we always talk about bankroll, right? $1,000 weekends, man. Let's hit it. First game of the day. Tampa Bay versus the Carolina Panthers. Carolina is plus 11.5 right now. Total is 43.5. Tampa is decimated. No Godwin, no Evans, no Fournette. All their big 3 are all out. I think Cam and Donald, they said they're going to play together. I'm assuming Donald or Cam might get the start, I guess, out of respect. But if it was me, I would start Donald and just play Cam in the red zone because he's such a threat. So, I'm thinking in this game, I would take the points. I would lean the points. It's hard to back Carolina, but Tampa has gotten so decimated. And against that Saints game, ugly off a bad loss. They didn't score, right? I think it's been like 10, 15 years since Tom Brady's been shut out. So I would lean the points here. I don't have a play on this game to take, but I would lean the points. If anything, I'm looking at some prop plays here. Somebody's going to have to step up for Tampa. And when you need to look, so Brown is back from what I think he's playing, and Gronk, right? But I wouldn't even look at those yards because Carolina's defense is really fast. Carolina has a good defense that's really fast. So what I would be looking for is receptions. So here's a nice little prop bet that I like. If AB plays today, I like over his 5.5 receptions. He's going to have like 8 to 9 receptions there because they don't got nobody else. So I like AB. So if you like this play, write this down just to, get our list going and see what we like after a while. I like AB to have over 5.5 receptions. I think that's a really good play today. All right, next game. These lines are crazy too, right? These lines are crazy. Next game. LA Chargers versus the Houston Texans. The Chargers are minus 12.5. Total is 45.5. Like I said, crazy lines. It's all because of COVID. And just to answer some questions, or how do you navigate with COVID, right? How do you navigate with COVID? So there he is. See, this is what we talking about, baby. This is what we talking about here over in A2D Radio, man. You put out the back signal and somebody answers the call, right? So make sure y'all hold on tight for Willie Vegas. Hey, Brian, if you want to jump on the line, man, just let me know. If you want to jump on live, it's just me solo talking. You want to give up live? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hit you up. See if you can get up and get going. We'll catch you on the second half. See if you can get up and get going, bro. See if we can get you on it. If not, it's cool. You can make the video. It's just the fantasy playoffs at this point. You know what I mean? But let's see if we can, give a little bit of cheer, give a little Christmas. I know, members, I know I'm not going to try and hate on you. I'm going to still give you your select plays. But let's see if we can get Willie Vegas to give everybody some fantasy love, some fantasy money, some DFS shit. Hey, Willie, if you still on the line, man, see if you can hit me up on the chat, and I'll get you in here. All right. So like I was saying, Chargers versus Texans. Texas is down. I think the quarterback is Mills, but Brandon Cooks is out, which is huge. This is why this line is jumped. Even though Eckler's out, I think Mike Williams is also out. Bosa's out too. All those big names are out. It's a lot of points, man. I think Herbert should still have a good day. If I was looking, I don't have a lean or a play on this game. Because I thought Mills looked good, but without Cooks, I don't know how they're going to score. So I would be looking at team totals here for Houston. It's just too many points for me to take. So they're the home team, and they're at 16.5. I like the under there. So I like Houston. Let me write some of this shit down because I'm giving out gems. Damn. So we got AB over 5.5 receps, right? And then Texans under 16.5. These are things I'm just writing down just to make sure I keep track. And I do little a star thing. Like I'll put like a 3-star, it's a great play. I will put this Texas team, maybe it's a 2-star. Just something to look at, some advantage there. And then you gotta like Jackson to score here. Anytime touchdown, Justin Jackson. I think he gets in the zone here. So that would be some plays that I would be looking at. But Chargers should roll there. I don't think the Chargers should have a problem with the Houston Texans. It's just a lot of points in the NFL, man. All right, let's get to the game, man. I'm looking at FanDuel right now, and this game is brought to you by Patty Wax. Shout out to my folks over in Patty's Wax over in Welsh Road. If you haven't been to Patty's Wax, great spot, man. They invite you over. They did contributions to Phil Abundance, came out for hunger. This was on Halloween. We had a MoneyPot thing, and they were so gracious. We had such a great time, and we had such a beautiful turnout for the event. They will forego and let people come in and use MoneyPot for 10% off your bill. Unfortunately, it's not on drinks. Tried to get that, but they wouldn't let me do it. But still, you mention MoneyPot over in Patty Wax over in Welsh Road, you get 10% off your bill. If you're in the city, Center City, they got one down on South Street that I heard is huge. You can still do it there too. So it doesn't matter if you want to go to Welsh Street in Northeast Philly or you want to go down to Center City and South Street. Tell Patty Wax, tell them MoneyPot sent you, and get 10% off your bill. And the game is the New York Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles down at the Link. Let's go, South Philly, stand up. The Eagles are now favored by minus 10.5. Total is 40.5. Jake Fromm is getting the start. Jalen Hurts is coming in hot. 10 points is a lot of points, right? And I was speaking heavy like, yo, man, I don't know how many teams that they beat by 10 points this year. But guess what? They beat the last two teams they faced by 10 points. How about that? So they beat the Jets 33-18, right? And then they beat the football team 27-17. Now they're facing the Giants 13-3. What I actually like in this game, the one thing, a nice little gem I'll give you guys, when two teams play each other, the second time is usually opposite. The second time is usually a lot different than when they play the first team. So This team, I actually like the over here. So what I would do, here's the first one of our teaser. So I'm gonna do a 2-team teaser, and we're gonna go over. We're gonna tease the over down in this Philadelphia game. We're gonna tease it down to 33 and a half. So that's gonna be a 7-point teaser, 2-team teaser, and we're gonna find another one there. All right. So much riding on this game. We need a win. You know what I mean? Obviously everybody knows we need a win. We're expected to win. So in terms of a little bit, see, it's funny, man. Miles hasn't scored. Miles has got to get in the zone. But Hurts has been doing it all year. So I think, Howard, Goedert, somebody's going to have to score here. I think if you're looking at any prop bets, I think ride the train with Hurts still. Does Sanders get in eventually? He does. I'm not sure if it's going to be rushing. It could be passing, possibly. But I like Hurts. Let me think about this. Who's going to score today for the Birds? Let's do this live, man. I love the live. I love the live interaction when doing this live. So you can see how my mind works. You can see what I'm looking at. So what I'm doing is I'm going back to some of the games that the Giants played, right? And I'm looking at, and this is what we do here. We teach, man. I'm looking at who scored on the Giants, right? Who scored. I mean, who scored against the Giants in these games? What's the trend there, right? What's the trend? So I'm looking and seeing what happened. See, they're good rushing defense. That's the problem. That's why we had so much trouble last game, because they're a good rushing defense. They don't give up a lot of yards. So looking at it right now, I could see Howard scoring today. So that's a maybe. That's something I'm looking at. He's at plus 150. He's got good EV right here. So that's a game I'm looking at. We'll take a look at that for the members. That'll be a good play for the members. So I'm just looking at that one, but not sure about that yet. All right, let's keep this thing moving. Let's see here. Riding dirty. Of course, baby. Of course. You know what I mean? This ain't my first time walking in the park, man. Been doing this for a couple years now. Started with me, right? Let me take that back. It started with me and my guy, but it was a lot of it was just me rocking. You know what I mean? Let's go. It used to be just me and my friend and a couple friends. Now look at me. Over 2,000 views a week. Let's go, Greg. What's up, baby? I like Quez deep for a score. What's the payout on that? Quez to score, I'll tell you right now, plus 360. So almost close to 4-1 for Quez to score. It's not a bad play. The problem with the rushing attack is Hurts has 10 touchdowns, but he has multiple touchdown games. So it's not like he scores every game. He just affects the game. But if you're a member, bro, jump on the membership. You'll get some decent plays from this game because I do see some value here. So I'll give that one to the members. But for us right now, live, like I said, two-team teaser over 33.5. I think there's going to be a little bit more scoring in this game than the last game before. And we're going to tease it with the next game. We're going to go Cincy here for our first two-team teaser. And we like Cincy here just to win out the game. Baltimore is getting crushed by Baltimore's getting crushed by the COVID virus and injuries. They've been getting crushed all year. They're starting somebody. Is it Johnson? I think they're starting. Huntley's out, and so is Lamar. So Cincy needs to win this. Cincy actually might sneak and win the division, which could be a nice little play here too. Let's look at that too. Let's see, conference winner in divisions. Let's see, where's Cincy at? Cincy's, they're minus 105. But they should be a lock to win this division. They're minus 105. Baltimore's plus 155. Pittsburgh Steelers are plus 700, and Cleveland Browns now plus 900 after that loss. So they're favored to win the division, but minus 105. That ain't bad. That's almost close to even money for somebody who's almost a shoe-in to win the division. But second leg of that teaser, give me Cincy just to win the game, to get them in a pick. So that's our first teaser, over 33.5, and the Giants and Eagles game, and then the Cincy game as well. Let me see where if Willie Vegas can jump on the line here, baby. Let me see where you at, Willie. Where you at, Willie? In my chat. All right, here we go. Let me see. You want to jump on? There we go. All right. Oh wow. Eagles number one. Smitty, Hurts, and Howard scored today. Don't forget Goddard. Damn. That means we about to air them the fuck out, huh? I see my guy Tone is on.
Yo, what's up? How you
What's
doing?
up, man?
How are you?
I'm good, man. Good morning, bro. Happy Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, all that good stuff.
You too.
Yeah, appreciate it. I'll tell you, I'm Jewish. You know, I look like it. All right, Tone. Tough night last night, and when I say tough last night, everybody slept in. Everybody got too much eggnog. Everybody got too much Jack. I saw you with your homemade limoncello, and it was half gone. So I feel that you're feeling a little woozy. But once we talk about numbers, once we talk about games, I know things start to clear up. The cobwebs get clear, and the vision gets clear, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell us what you got, man. Let the people know. Give them more value, man. Give them more free money.
All right. First one I'm going to go with is Miles Sanders over 60.5 rushing yards.
Yes, sir.
He's hit it his last 4 games. I haven't been on it at all, so I'm hoping I'm not, being the mush here. But short week, division opponent. They're going to stick with what's been working. The Giants are giving up a decent amount of yards to running backs, so I like Sanders to keep it going. Kind of do like him to maybe score, but there's no not much value in that,
man.
Yeah.
I was looking at that, man. I really was. I was trying to figure out if he could, but I mean he's at plus 110 on FanDuel right now, and I'm just like he's got to get in there. If he scores, to me, he's going to score in a passing play. I don't think he's going to run the ball in.
Right.
Like it'll be a long. If it's a run, it's a long run.
Yeah.
But or you know what? It'd be like we've always seen against the Giants. One of those long runs, and he stops at like the 5-yard line.
Yep.
How crazy would that be?
Yep.
But go ahead.
Next one, it's another running back, Justin Jackson, over 61.5 rushing yards. Houston gives up the most amount of yards to running backs. The Chargers should be leading in this game, so you're looking at a positive game script. So I like that one. 61.5 is a little too low, I think. So I like that one. And one more I got is Mark Andrews over 57.5 receiving yards. 5 of his last 6, he's hit this number. The Bengals give up about 62 yards per game to tight ends. Josh Johnson starting for the Ravens. Maybe looking to use Andrews as a security blanket, and he's been on fire lately. He's getting targets. Game that they possibly, I think this game's going to be competitive, so that's not going to be since he blowout or anything like that. So should we get a full 4 quarters of action here? So
what was that play again? My bad.
Mark Andrews over 57.5 receiving yards.
Oh, you still going with Andrews? Even so?
Yep.
Who is it? Johnson? Is it Josh Johnson?
Josh Johnson starting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Did he play for the Jets at one point? Who did he play for? Or Carolina? Where was he?
Yeah, he played with Tampa. I think he played with Minnesota maybe for a little bit.
Okay. Maybe
yeah. He's been around a while.
Yeah, I feel like he's bounced around a lot.
Buffalo maybe, I want to say.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you got over for Andrews receiving.
Yep.
I actually like Jackson to score today. So that play makes sense with the over on this rushing yards too.
Yeah.
Yep. So what you think about this game, bro? What you think about this Giants and Eagles game? It was crazy because I looked at it and I was like, damn, 10 points is a lot of points. But the last 2 games they won by over 10. So
yeah, I mean that's what they've been when they've been beating these bad teams like the Falcons, the Jets, the Lions. They've been blowing them out. So I think they should be able to handle this game, pretty easily. Hopefully today, kind of a little revenge spot too from a few weeks ago. So I think the Eagles shouldn't have a problem. I mean their offense is rolling right now. Hopefully they can kind of get off to a better start than they did on Tuesday night. and kind of win this one wire to wire and get out with the W in a short week.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. All good. All good. All right, bro. All right, Tone. As always, man, pleasure if you jumping on, man. Go drink some water. You might be looking a little hangover still. Hopefully we get not hopefully, man. We're gonna get some wins. I'm gonna take some of these plays. I'm gonna mix them up, man. I'll share something. I'll throw them in a little parlay. Let me see if I can figure something out. With the 3 plays, man. But if y'all haven't known, man, Tone has still been on a hot streak. Make sure y'all go check him out on Twitter. Tone Takes. Make sure you give him a follow. It's unreal how
I
much.
did a little NBA yesterday too, so
Yeah,
getting
a
on
little
the NBA train a little
NBA's
bit.
so
I had a
weird for
decent
me,
day
man.
on the NBA yesterday, so
But some of the plays look good. Like I knew Brooklyn was going to beat the Lakers, and I
Yeah.
knew I knew that there was nowhere Curry was going to lose to Phoenix again. So I kind of like those plays, and then some of the plays are obvious. Like there's got to be somebody out there who took a 2-team parlay on Russell Westbrook and what's his name?
Harden.
Yeah, and Harden with the triple
doubles. Yeah.
Yeah, like they've been doing it for so long. Like, how do you not take that?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So always value out there. Always play, man. Appreciate you, Tone. We got to get together. I got to try this limoncello. I heard it's
yeah, it's good, man. It's good. Definitely good. Homemade.
You're still smiling from yesterday, brother. All right. Appreciate you jumping on, Tone, man. Thanks for the pitch.
All right. Thanks,
All
Nate.
right,
Good luck today, man. All right.
See ya.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So that was Tone Takes, man, giving us the free blocks and free prop bets of the day. Gotta love the place, but let's keep the train rolling. Let's keep it moving. We got the Detroit Lions at Atlanta Falcons. Falcons are -6. Golf is out, so that's just why this line is so big. The Falcons technically aren't out of the playoffs yet, mathematically, so they're going to keep fighting against a no-name quarterback without Jared Goff, without none of their playmakers, really. They've been hurt all day. They got their big win last week, so I like the faded team that doesn't have a win. I'm coming off a big win. Big emotional speech. This is what we can do when we put it all together, even though it was a terrible spot for Arizona last week. I like the Falcons here to cover. I actually like the Falcons to beat them. The spot is all about Atlanta. They're at home. They should get the win here easily. So I do like the Falcons there. Next game, the Jags and the Jets. The Jets are now -2.5. Total is 42. Who cares? Next game. The Rams and the Vikings. The Rams are -3. Total is 48.5. This is an interesting game. I mean, there's good rapport now that Cam Akers is going to be back. The Rams are going to make the playoffs, so we know that. The Vikings are still fighting for a spot here. So this is a big game for Minnesota. Minnesota needs to show up in this game. I think it's going to be a lot of scoring in this game. So I'm going to do another teaser, but I'm going to do a 3-team 10-point teaser. All right. So we're going to do 3-team 10-point teaser. I'm going to take the total here because I think there's going to be some scoring in this game. Give me 38.5 over. So I'm teasing the total down and taking the over here from the Rams and the Vikings. And we'll marry that up with another game. All right. Next game. We got Buffalo. Why did we pass on both Lamb and James? Man, we get this question all the time, man. Howie, man. All Howie, bro. I don't know what else to tell you. But here's the reverse of that because it's so easy to bash Howie. Here's the reverse of that. If you look at their draft class last year, if you think about it, man, we got Smith, possibly Hurts, right? He's going to be here next year. He made the Pro Bowl for 1. 2, if he leads it in the playoffs, he at least gets to play out his contract, in my opinion, right? You earn the right because you took us to the playoffs. I don't give a fuck how you did it. You did it, right? And then you look at Malata, who was a late pick. Who else? But I mean, Malata was around for a little bit. So let me just bring that up real quick while you ask the question because I want to know. Eagles draft class. What was that? 20? Yeah. Yeah. So we had Rager and Hertz, Taylor, Wallace, Driscoll, Hightower, Quez Watkins. So you hit on Quez a little bit, and obviously the biggest name of that draft is Hertz. So, all right, a little tough to defend now. Like, what the fuck am I talking about, right? All right, let's see what was the draft class of 20 last year. Okay, no, so I was right last year. I had the years wrong, but last year. Smith, obviously, we already know. Smith, Dickerson. So you got two starters, right? Potential Pro Bowlers in your first two picks. And Dickerson wasn't even supposed to play this year. Williams has played, right? So he's given some depth, which is okay. McPherson on. Gainwell's played. He's given you some depth and some good time. Marlon, I don't even know who that is. And Jackson from the defense end, Jackson, who I think he had a sack last game. Some depth. But if you look at it, the last two drafts, he's given you three starters, possible. Don't get it twisted because I'm not there yet, but possible. Some people think that Hurts is a franchise quarterback, and he's given you a true number one receiver in Dickerson, and then he's given you depth. Watkins has played, Gainwell's played, Jackson has played, Williams has played. Let's look who was in that regular class. Who else played? Quez Watkins has played. So a lot of misses, but some big hits in certain key locations and certain key spots. Because we're looking, if you think about it, Dickerson is looking like an all-pro, like he can be an all-pro. So you got to give a little bit credit when credit's due, right? Give a little credit. The Pro Bowlers, high picks got to be Pro Bowlers, but it don't work like that. Not all high picks become Pro Bowlers, and we've seen that here over and over again. Shit, look at Rager. What the fuck? What are we talking about here? And we've missed on big names, but they also have hit on a couple, key spots, namely the quarterback. Because right now, even though I'm not the biggest Jalen Hurts fan, it looks like it was a hit on the quarterback in round 2 when nobody else. It looks like his game is translating to the NFL. So you got to give some love, even though nobody's going to do it because we hate him. we love to hate him. We just love to hate people around here, man. We just do, and I love it. All right, let's get back to the games, y'all. Next game, where was I? I think it was on Buffalo and the Patriots. I think that line dropped. Buffalo Patriots, New England is now -1. Total is 43.5. I just don't trust Buffalo because they can't run the ball. Now, they've been coming on and late. They was in a weird funk before, but they just can't really run the ball, and I think running the ball is going to help them. Like, they beat Carolina. They just paid the Patriots not too long ago at home, and they lost at home. But that game was weird because of the wins, right? I think Matt Jones only threw 3 times. So this game is going to be a little bit different, obviously. I don't think there's any. I think Smith is playing for the New England Patriots. I think he was questionable at first. I'm not Smith, Harris. I'm sorry. Harris is going to play, but I don't think there's a lot of COVID hits here. Is Cole Beasley playing? Maybe Cole. Maybe Cole's out. But I think I do think that this is going to be a close game. That's why the line says 1. It's really a toss-up game. It really is. It really is a toss-up game. We got some people here already thinking Buffalo's going to take care. I don't mind the Buffalo love here. I don't at all. But I think I think beating New England in New England is going to be a tough slate for anybody. I don't think they've lost at home yet. Oh, they lost to the Cowboys. My bad. And they lost to the Bucs. And they lost to the Dolphins early on. But they went 1-3 in the first 4 games of the year. So they were just fine. And then they went on their run and now they just lost their first game out of the last, what, 6, 7? They went on a crazy run, and they lost to the Colts. So, this is a pass for me because I don't have a good read on this. But if you like Buffalo, I'm not mad at you. So maybe some prop plays to bet here, but I'm gonna pass this game. All right, let's go to the next game. Next game, we got Chicago Bears going against Seattle. Going to Seattle, I'm sorry. East Coast traveling west. Line is 6.5. Total is 41. These teams have already packed it in. I mean, Russell's going to play like Russell, obviously, but these teams aren't making the playoffs. I know they're probably not mathematically done, but they're not making the playoffs. Nick Foles gets to start here in Seattle. I got nothing on this game either. So I'm gonna pass the game as well here. If anything, maybe Chicago I lean just because they have a decent defense, but passing the game here. Next game, we're going to go to Denver versus the Raiders. Denver is favorite -1. Drew Lock gets the start. Oh man, this is another tough game because these games are kind of done. But Drew Lock, I think I would lean Denver here because Drew Lock is playing for something. I think he wants to show that he can still play in his league and he's a starting quality quarterback. So I would lean Denver here. I think Denver has enough to get it done. The Raiders are just, you know what? I'll give you a play here. You can't go wrong with getting Hunter Renfrow over his reception and over his receptions and over his yards. He's going to get you 6 to 8 receptions and about almost 60 to 70 yards every game. So I like Renfrow's props here to get it done. And then I like Williams. Williams has been balling too for Denver, score. So you can look at those two props there. I don't really have a feel in this game. This wasn't a game I was targeting in some of my plays and some of my looks. But that's something I would be looking at. Because they're becoming what we are, right? They're just running the ball down people's throat, Denver, and playing somewhat good defense. So, and play action. So if the formula works, why not stop? So, actually, if I just said that, if that's the game flow where Denver's going to run the ball, which we've seen them done multiple times. Let me look back here. So they lost to the Bengals to beat, but this is with Teddy. And Bengals and the Chiefs are elite offenses. Let me see here. You know what? I'm going to put them in my teaser. Let me see what the Raiders are. The Raiders just came off beating the Browns. 2-3 in the last 5. Not really doing much well offensively. Right, Jacobs is getting done. Zay Jones. They don't have anybody, rushing the ball too much. You know what? Give me Denver. I'm gonna put them in my 10-point teaser. I'm gonna tease them up to +9. Denver. I don't think they get blown out. Yeah, I don't think they get blown out. Elevation active I see, but their offenses. Oh, they got playoff hopes. Oh, Denver's still in the playoffs. Hold on. Let me check this out even more. Let me dig a little bit deeper. My bad, y'all. You know what I mean? We're just trying to give some good plays here. Real quick. Let me check out Denver and the wild card. Where are they? So they're 7-7 next team. So they need a Baltimore loss and a Buffalo loss. That's a big game, actually. You got to think the Chargers are going to win. The Colts just won yesterday. Buffalo and New England play each other. They need Buffalo to lose, Baltimore to lose, puts them at 8-7. They beat the Raiders, who are 7-7, and they'll be right at the door and hoping Buffalo falters for them to get in. Okay. All right, yeah, I like that play. I like the +9. Denver's got something to play for today. I mean, the Raiders do too. But their role seems maybe a little bit harder than Buffalo's. Let me just see this real quick. So who does Buffalo play? They got the Raiders, the Chargers. Oh shit, they got the Chargers and the Chiefs. God damn. One game at a time, no. And then the Colts and the Chargers for Vegas. So doesn't look likely, but they're going to keep fighting. So I like the +9. All right. Next game. You know what? Yeah, yeah. I like the +9. All right, next game. We got Pittsburgh and Kansas City. Hill is playing, but Kelsey's out. We got 10.5. I don't. What's going on with Pittsburgh in their? Have they got anybody out? I know their tight ends out. I think Bush is out from the COVID. From the COVID, McFarland's out, and we got the Chiefs. So can Big Ben do it in Arrowhead, man? Can they do something? And here's another thing: when you look at some of these players who are coming back, don't automatically give them a added plus up, right? Because and when I say like added plus up, like they're going to come back just as you would think they would. Like Hill's coming back from COVID, but we don't know what kind of effect that's going to have on him. His fatigue, is he going to be the same Tyreek Hill? I haven't seen anybody come back from COVID and then just really just kill it. So I'm not sure if he's going to be full go. I mean, he's going to play like he's full go. They want to win they want to win the AFC so they can get home field. So big game for Pittsburgh. A lot of line on the Pittsburgh. So I would lean Pittsburgh with the points here. Not betting them, but I would look at some Harris prop bets as well. He's got to have a big game for them to have a chance to stay in this game. So and Devontae Johnson. He's been a monster for him. So especially if they're down, I like Devontae Johnson over his yards, 75.5, and I like Najee Harris over his receiving yards as well. Those are two plays I would be looking at. Next game, almost done here. We have the Washington football team against the Dallas Cowboys. Right now, the Dallas Cowboys are -8.5. Dak has been looking like shit. And A2D producers, if you heard that, let's hit that on a repeat. Whatever. Dak has been looking like shit. And he's been getting bailed out because his team and his roster is good and his defense is good. So I like this line is dropped. This line was at 10 and they completely dropped as it should. It's a division game. Washington gets I know Heineke's back. I'm not sure how good McLaurin is right now. I know he had that bad concussion. I believe he is playing. I know Gibson is questionable with that toe injury. He hasn't been the same since. So they got some tough things. Samuel's got a hamstring injury. They got some tough things to get over there in Washington. And it's just that Dak just hasn't looked good, so far. But that defense is still good. Didn't they already play already? Yeah, and they lost by 7, 27, 20. Didn't the defense score there? The defense scored, and they gave Heineke fucking fits. They gave him fits last game. So I think this game's going to be a little bit closer, though, than what it was before. But I would still lean Dallas here. Oh, if Dallas loses, love it, right? Love it if Dallas loses because that Week 18 means almost everything then at this point. But I think Dallas wins this game. They clinch the division if they win this game, so they want to get out of there. So you know what? I'm going to add them to my 10-point teaser to finish it off. I'm going to get Dallas at +1.5. So that's a 3-team teaser over in the Vikings game, +9 for Denver, and then +1.5 for Dallas. 2 of our lock teasers for the day. Let's throw it up there. Yeah, lock of the day, baby. Lock of the day. All right. Monday night. It ain't nothing better than Monday night. I hope y'all got off. Hope you don't got to work. Hope you took all next week off. But we got a big Monday night game. Miami Dolphins going to New Orleans. Miami is favorite -3. Total is 37.5. Total is super low. Tyson Hill versus Tua. Can't even say his last name. I was going to try, but I know I was going to butcher it, so I let it go. New Orleans is not technically out of the playoffs, Both teams are 7-7 right now, and I'll give you the playoff picture real quick here. We have in the wild card, we have right now the Saints are sitting 2 out of the wild card behind us, the Philadelphia Eagles. They're 7-7 right now, and Miami is sitting in almost a 3-way tie out of the 3rd spot out of the playoffs at 7-7 as well. Tough game to call here, man. The line says Saints to me. Home dog in New Orleans, +3. New Orleans has been playing a little bit better. I think who played last game? Yeah, I don't even know who's going to play in the quarterback as of right now. I know there was a big talk that they actually reached out to Breeze to come back. Drew Brees sent them a picture of him golfing. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. But they're on a nice little run, right? They beat the Jets. Huge game with Tampa, right? So check the spot. New Orleans is coming off a big game where they beat Tampa, shut out Tampa 9-0, and they're coming back home for a game against the Dolphins. And the line is kind of saying that too, that the line is already building in their big, division win against Tampa, and then they're coming home and they're dogs against a Miami team. Tyson Hill played last game. Kamara played last game, obviously. They all came out healthy. So I would lean here, even though the spot doesn't say it. But even though the Dolphins 1, 2, 3, 4, the Dolphins are won 6 in a row. So it's kind of telling that the spots are kind of not favorable for each either. But I like the Saints here at +3. I would even buy a point and do it 3.5 to get over that key line of 3. But I like the home dog here at +3, New Orleans Saints. I would lean the Saints. But let's see how the day goes. Let's see how the night game goes before we put any picks for New Orleans and the Saints. So, but if you like it, if you want to lock it in out any teasers, any parlays, any money line parlays, could give you some good payout. I like New Orleans here, and I think they actually win the game. Even though Miami's been playing well, the Saints defense has turned it up a little bit, and they've been headhunting out there too, man. They've been kneecap hunting, shin hunting, because there's a reason why Tampa came out that game battered, because New Orleans was hunting out there, man. So here's the plays for the day. If y'all just joined me, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, hit that share. Oh, that's what it is. Appreciate you. Jacob Farrell will be the starter for the Saints. So Tyson is out. Tyson Hill is out. That's why. Okay. For all that talk, don't like the Saints anymore. Don't like the Saints anymore. I thought he got hurt, but I don't remember seeing it. It's not telling me right now. Maybe I'm wondering if they're waiting until Monday to really see if he can play. But so I'm gonna stay. This is a stay away then, right? But the spot to me says the Saints. But I guess the line is telling me +3. I should have knew that right away. I thought they were kind of entering in the spot, but Ian Brook is starting for New Orleans. So you got to like Miami in that game for them to win. But I wouldn't knock out the Saints. I actually kind of still like the Saints now that I think about it. I kind of do, even though it kind of went through my head fast. I kind of still like the Saints at home. That defense is playing well. They'll run the ball with Kamara. They'll do short passes. Sean Payton is a great coordinator and a great coach. So he'll figure a way of how to get Ian Brook ready for this game. And it just be a simplified offense. And if they can execute that right, I still like New Orleans +3 at the home dog. A lot of people going to be on Miami. The books know this. The book knows how exposed they will be to the liability of the Miami Dolphins. A lot of Miami Dolphins are going to close just because Jake just hit me up with that. A lot of people are going to be on the Dolphins to close out. So they close out teasers, they close out money line parlays. All that stuff is all going to be on the Dolphins. So it wouldn't surprise me if this line kind of ticks up even more. So to me, I even like the Saints even a little bit more. And I think they hang tough with the Dolphins. Low scoring game. Wouldn't be mad at you if you did the under. in that one too, and it's under 40 points, which is crazy. So you can see a 17-14 type game, right? Maybe 21-14, right there at the line, 21-17 type game. I'm even saying you could tease that total up. You can close out a teaser leg. Like, say you like the Eagles, take the Eagles and then the total on this teaser right here. I like that to close out your Monday and your Week 16 games. So that's not a bad play there. I actually kind of like that play. So something to look at, something to focus in on. All right, man. Let's go back and talk about our lock plays of the day and our plays from Tone Takes today. So let's go. Let's add the story. All right. We have 2 plays, 2 teasers. We're going to see if we can keep the streak going. We're 5-0 in our last 2 weeks. We have two-team teaser for 7 points. We have Cincy in the over. I didn't write down the game that I had it on. God damn it. The over in our game. The over in the Eagles and the Giants game at 33.5 and Cincy. The next is a 3-team 10-point teaser. It's 38.5. The Rams total over 38.5 for the Rams and Vikings game, +9 for the Denver game, and +1.5 in the Dallas games. And then we have 3 prop picks from Tone Takes. We have Justin Jackson from the Chargers over in his rushing yards, Mark Andrews over in his receiving yards, and then Miles Sanders over in his rushing yards for the Eagles and the Giants games. So, I like to hear that. Let's go, Ethan. I like to hear that. Like to see that money, man. So everybody who came on, thank you. Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. Whatever you believe, whatever you think. Happy everything, man. Let's have a fucking day today. If you didn't know, we come on every week on Sunday. And then we got another show behind us, live. I think it's not Fan Friday or anything like that. It's live from the booth. The guys come on. They talk more Eagles, man. So if you got your plays in, lock them in. If you're looking for some more Eagles talk where they talking specifically about the Eagles game, make sure you tune in. Stay on, man. The boys are coming up, and I think in about 10, 15 minutes. So go grab a drink, go grab a coffee, and then come right back. Listen to the game right before kickoff because everybody on Fox News be boring as shit. They say the same shit, right? They say the same shit that we do. So once again, go Birds, fly Eagles, motherfucking fly. Let's get a win today. Thank y'all for tuning in. Moss Money MoneyPot podcast, man. We out.
Let's go. This ain't the fight night. Oh, this game can heat stink.
Oh shit!